Hi, I'm Pam Stevens. I am the volunteer coordinator at Tryon Palace, and I would like to wish you all a heartfelt thank you for all that you have done for us at Tryon Palace. I've said it once, I'll say it again and again and again. We cannot do what we do around here without you. So for that, we want to say thank you very much.
To all the volunteers who have helped us spread the love of history to school kids and their parents alike, just thank you. Thank you for being willing to play games, to do really strange crafts, point people in the right direction, dress up in funny clothes from the past, all to bring history alive and teach North Carolina and its history to a whole new generation.
Volunteers is good to have here at Tryon Palace. I truly enjoy them. Of the many things and the many programs that we have, such as coming in to a lecture series a late night at 7 o'clock. They give up their time, their energy, and their treasure. So to you volunteers, from Sharon Bryant, African American Outreach Coordinator, I say thank you so much for all your dedicated work that you give to us, all the long hours, all the hard time coming in, the good and the bad. I personally want to say thank you so much.
My work would not be possible without our volunteers, not only in the palace, but those who help me every day. And I have about 8 or 9 ladies who come in and do a lot of sewing for me. And without that, we would never get our events done. Well, I have one volunteer who comes in 5 days a week for 7 hours every day. And so she's rather special to me. But the others, usually they're doing probably about 12 hours a month, I would say. Thank you so much for coming and helping me out, and you make my life brighter, you make my life easier and so much happier. So thank you.
The education branch is so fortunate to have a huge number of volunteers, and we rely on them so much every day. They're here every day, working in the costume shop, keeping the blacksmith shop open and running. They're cooking over the hearth and giving tours of the historic buildings. And each and every one of them does a phenomenal job. And I can truly say we could not function in the education branch without our volunteers.
I have about 10 or 11 volunteers that work with me specifically in the lab, mostly on Wednesdays. They do all manner of conservation and collection support work. They do brass and silver treatments, work with furniture, photography. We have a group of them making back stools for interpretation in the council chamber in the coming years. They do upholstery work. They do all manner of support with art handling, moving artifacts between here and storage. All around, they're very important to us. We couldn't do what we do here without their help and support. So again, I'd like to thank all the volunteers who work in conservation, who help out every week and every month to get our exhibits and our artifacts up and running and ready for the public to see.
I have 2 volunteers, Richard Stewart and Dawn Stotts, and they come to This Way every week, and each has a different project. Richard Stewart has been doing a shelf inventory so that we can have a full understanding of all the materials that we have in our library, and Dawn has been busy transcribing a Civil War diary. So every week they come and they do what they do, and we really would not be able to offer research materials to the public or to staff without Dawn's help transcribing this diary. She will often spend 3 hours laboring over a almost invisible pencil entry in this diary. And for Richard, I really wouldn't be able to have a full understanding of what the library looks like, what we need to add, what we need to take out without his work every week. Really, the work of the library and the archives would not be able to go forward without Richard and Dawn's dedication. So I'm just very deeply thankful for all that they do for me and for Tryon Palace in general.
Without you volunteers, our job would be a little bit more difficult. So thank you for what you do. I truly appreciate what you do for the Palace and North Carolina History Center.
So in the gardens, we have volunteers who do a ton of things. They help us do all of this you see in the greenhouse. They help to plant little seeds. They help us in all of our gardens, from the vegetable garden to the Latham garden. They dig out tulips, put back in tulips, plant flowers, water, weed, rake, a little bit of everything. They really are our garden heroes. They also have helped us tremendously during Christmas decoration. We've got a lot of people who come in special for that, and they help us out during plant sale, and we are so, so grateful for everything they do. And I just wanted to say a big, big thank you to all of our volunteers. Y'all have been absolutely amazing. We could not have gone through the last few years when we were really short-staffed, and so we just want to say a big, big thank you for all that you do and being so patient with us even when we're a little bit crazy. We really appreciate everything you do for us, and we absolutely could not have Tryon Palace or our gardens as beautiful and as well run without you. Thank you.
I'd like to thank all of you for your hard work and dedication. I want to say thank you to all of our volunteers, and especially those that come out and help us in the gardens and on the grounds. It's really nice to have an extra couple of people around a lot of the times, and I know without the volunteers we wouldn't be able to operate here at Tryon Palace. Again, thank you all very much.
I just thank y'all so much for what y'all do for us.
I've been here for like over 42 years, and I've never seen a change that people can make until the volunteers invaded North Carolina or New Bern. And when I first came, we didn't have volunteers on the ground, and I can really see the difference in having them here. And I'm excited about this time here to give my thanks to everyone that volunteers here at the Tryon Palace. And I'm just so thankful to know all of them. I learned so much from them, and I'm just thankful. And I thank you again.
I don't always get around to see everybody that volunteers here at Tryon Palace, but every chance I get, I always tell everybody, whether it's a visitor or friends of mine or family, how important the volunteers are here at Tryon Palace. We couldn't do what we do here without you guys. Every single day, someone is here volunteering at Tryon Palace helping us do something. And y'all are very important. We appreciate you guys. Have a good time tonight, and know that all of us, or most of us, really care what you do, and you do make a difference here at Tryon Palace. Thank you very much.
A lot of people are amazed when I tell them how much work volunteers do at Tryon Palace. They don't realize that volunteers are working in the costume shop and on the grounds and in the museum store and all around. They don't realize that when they come to the palace that the person that they're talking to may actually be a volunteer. They assume that they may be paid staff or someone who is has already been here for a long time, and they don't realize it's somebody who may just be putting in a few hours just because they enjoy being here at the palace. So I know when I started here, it was amazing to me to see how many people were volunteers here at the palace. I think it shows that we've created an environment here where our volunteers feel welcome, and we hope that they continue to do so, because I think anybody who works here for any amount of time soon realizes that we would not be where we are today without the help of our volunteers.
I want to thank all of the volunteers for all their hard work and kindness that they have given to us, and that they represent the true spirit of Tryon Palace and what we strive to do for all of our visitors. So thank you, volunteers, for everything that you've done.
In our development office, we have dedicated volunteers who help us with filing, administrative tasks, making phone calls, with all of our mailings, and just general everyday tasks that our short staff couldn't get to. The foundation has several events throughout the year where volunteers are imperative. We could not pull off these events without volunteer help. One of our major events, Winter Feast, has over 50 volunteers. Lanterns on the Lawn we had recently had over 60 volunteers, and there's no way we could have done it without you. I just wanted to say a thank you to all of our volunteers. We honestly could not do what we do here without you.
It goes without saying that volunteers don't necessarily have the time, they just have the heart. And we are truly appreciative of all of your dedication to serving us here at Tryon Palace and for helping us out. We couldn't do it without you. We'd completely fall apart if it weren't for our volunteers. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
It is really a pleasure to be able to say thank you to all of the volunteers who help us out with events here. There are so many areas where we just could not get done the tremendous amount of work that it takes to pull off successful events without the help of the volunteers. And I am grateful for each and every one who has extended their time and their strength. Sometimes it's a lot of table and chair setting up and schlepping, and we're very grateful for all the help and assistance that they give us to make sure that our events run well.
Well, the museum store has over 30 volunteers that work daily, 7 days a week, helping me do everything from interacting with visitors, providing customer service, merchandising, assisting with inventory, cleaning, dusting, watering plants. They just do everything to let me do the work that I've got to do in the back office. They bring such unique talents and knowledge to the store, such as organizing the back office, assisting me with paperwork, and using artistic talents to create beautiful store displays. The store just would not be as successful as it is without our volunteers, and I truly appreciate each and every one of them. Thank you very much.
I'm Laurie Bowles. I'm the Human Resources and Admin Support Coordinator here at Tryon Palace, and I appreciate everything each one of you do, every day, year, month, week, all that you do to help us. Thank you very much.
We have volunteers ranging, I think our youngest is 2, maybe 4. The oldest, obviously, 18, and then they continue on as adult volunteers. But so families come. We have a couple of families, and they have like 2-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 6-year-olds. Then we have a couple of middle schoolers, and then a good number of high schoolers, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Just want to say thank you for all the hard work and dedication that you put in, and for helping us make Tryon Palace what it is.
On behalf of all the Zaytoon families that have been born and raised here in New Bern, we thank you for all you do for Tryon Palace. It's a beautiful place. Thank you.
I just can't believe how beautiful it is and what success has been made here.
My name is Seal Griffith. I'm on the foundation board. And I just want to say thank you to all of the hardworking volunteers for the great things that you make happen here. I see the volunteers, I see them working with children, I talk to them in the gift shop, I talk to them in the gardens and on the grounds, and just observe that we have such skill here. Then I see the byproducts of what they've done, the costumes, it's just amazing. And we're just so thankful and so fortunate to have so many capable people who believe in this place and the good things that are happening here. They make it happen. Volunteers are key to our success.
My name is Alice Underhill, and I'm a member of the Tryon Palace Foundation Board of Directors and a former member of the Tryon Palace Commission. The doors would not be open without the volunteers. There was a time when, volunteers were non-existent. Now they make such a big difference. The welcoming volunteers into the fabric of the palace has made such a difference, whether it's being in the gift shop or helping in the grounds or in the costume shop or in any way that volunteers are operating now. They just make a tremendous amount of difference, and it needs to be recognized, and I just wanted to say thank you.
I'm Bob Maddox, and I'm a former chairman of the Tryon Palace Commission and emeritus now. Love this place, and especially thankful for the opportunity to say something to you volunteers since I'm going to be out of town attending a wedding. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This place could not exist, as you well know. We would have to close down without all the volunteers and the wonderful job you do, and we just really, really appreciate that. And sorry that I will not be here with you to celebrate and to thank you in person.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Quinn Morris, and I serve on the Tryon Palace Commission. I just wanted to say thank you so much to all of the wonderful volunteers. This place could not run without you. Thank you for your service.
Hi, I'm Liz Sumner. I'm on the board of the Tryon Palace Foundation. I want to say thank you to all you volunteers. We could not do this without you. You are the best.
I'm Jim Congleton. I'm a member of the Tryon Palace Foundation. I love to be a volunteer myself. I give a lot of my time, and I appreciate what each and every one of you do, and thank you very much.
I'm Karen Siegel, and I'm a member of the Foundation Board, and I want to thank all the volunteers for all of their hard work. We couldn't keep the doors open without you, and we really appreciate all you do.
Hello, I'm Bill Cannon, the chairman of the Tryon Palace Commission.
I too am a volunteer for Tryon Palace, as was my aunt and my grandmother before me. The Tryon Palace would not exist without the volunteer efforts that you provide for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
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 Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, volunteers.